Hello, my name is Donnie McNichol of Team Animation. I'd like to talk to you about future leadership competencies, in particular in a project world. So what are the competencies that are required, not necessarily now, but will be required in the future by our future project leaders? What are some of the project leader competencies that are often described at the moment? So you've got a slide here that lists off some of the key things. Now this is actually taken from Project Leadership 3rd edition book, which I'll provide some details of at the end. You've got to have excellent communication, collegiality, staying calm. You've got to be face up to problems, have a matrix mind, etc., etc. Just taking one as an example, developing physical and mental resilience that I've highlighted. So most projects are a marathon, not a sprint. So it takes tenacity, commitment and perseverance. Attend to your physical health as actively as you manage your stress levels. So you've got to make sure that you are well looked after yourself and looking after others. So these are some competencies that are very well talked about, and many models and many books have picked up on what these key competencies are. I'd just like to talk to you about what the current and the future are, and then a comparison between two. So what are some of the capabilities for the future project leader from now? So at the moment, you are expected to have good quality communication planning. You've got to be delivering outputs and outcomes. Outcomes is the new thing. Project leaders, it's about outcomes now. From focusing on time, cost and quality as the definitive success criteria. It is moving, but often that is still the key. And from focus on the control of change to make sure that what you said you were going to deliver at the start of the project. So you can have a look through some of these. And these are things that traditionally are what are expected of a project leader. But as we know, the world is changing. The expectation on projects is changing. The expectation and investment that's being made. So what we need are project leaders who can move away from that from state to a new state. So what we've identified some of these two states. So initially to report engagement to expert engagement of disparate stakeholder groups. So you need to be expert at bringing all sorts of different people together, very disparate views, opinions, ideas and so on, and be excellent at that. So outstanding engagement and communication skills. So from delivering outputs and outcomes to delivering value, both kind of explicit such as defined benefits, but also implicit such as improved relationships and trust. So you need to be able to understand that as a project leader, that what does true value mean to the customer in the future, because it may not be quite as complex as it was £1 million project, you deliver it for £1 million. They need more from you. So maybe just looking down a little bit further, from working in a static hierarchical organization to delivering change continuously in dynamic and innovative organizational frameworks. As we know nowadays, organizations are looking at being change friendly, that it's not doing change, but it's actually building an infrastructure that allows it to do change effectively. And it's the same for project leaders. They need to be thinking about change as being a constant on the projects themselves, but also in projects. And it may be that the project ends up being quite different from what it started out as, because you must react all the way through to changes that are happening through it. So as you can see, the future project leader has got a number of challenges, and there are only going to be so many people who will become those outstanding project leaders of the future. So of course that you need to have those core competencies, skills, experiences of being able to do the normal aspects in project as a bedrock. But there are these new two competencies that are required as well to really deliver success. This, as I mentioned, is included within the Project Leadership 3rd edition. If it's of interest, then you may want to have a look at it, and there's some details there. I hope you've enjoyed this short video and you've got some value from it. Thank you very much.